We're Danielle
and Tammy,
and this is Perimenopause,
where we drink beer
and talk about perimenopause.
So grab your favorite beverage and put on something cozy while we get into this week's topic.
We're so good.
We're so great.
We're so back. Yeah.
We're great. So, what's up?
Hi. What are you drinking today? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. I am probably going to have more than one. But this beer we got during they had like the Festival of Nations or whatever, Carousel of Nations. Yeah. And one of the bars, it's like a craft beer bar. They partnered with the Ghana Village. So they had a beer made for them, and they call it a gelato sour, but it's got pineapple, coconut, and soursop.
Oh my.
And it is so good.
Ooh.
And the place is called Cookie Bar, and then the Ghanaian place is Zule Eats, and then the brewery that made it is Bicycle Craft, which I think is Fine Balance, somewhere near Toronto. Anyway, it just tastes like a really fruity, tropical, hazy.
So, but they call it gelato?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, because I don't know. I guess that's a new trend. I have no idea.
Like the Italian ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no gelato in it, though.
Cool.
Yeah, what do you got?
I will be drinking Asahi Super Dry. There she is. She's so pretty. Out of the bottle, which is how I like it.
Because you're prepping, right, for your trip?
Oh, this is not a twist. Yeah. I actually thought it was a twist off. This is my apologies.
It should be a twist off.
It should be a twist off.
90% are twist offs now. What happened?
It's okay.
It's okay.
I was like, oh, I'm weak. No, it's just not a twist off. How do you do this? There we go.
So mine says there's lactose in it. So I think it's just a milkshake IPA, but they're calling
it's a milkshake. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're calling it, the gelato thing, but yeah.
It's a great color.
Trying to get a napkin because I spilled a bit. Yeah, we got, this was not cheap. Like what, $8?
Come on. It's a 12-ounce can.
Yeah.
Shnikes.
Their prices are not cheap, and they usually have like really interesting stuff in cans to go that you can't find anywhere else. And because this was like a small limited batch, and I was already kind of drunk when I was there, I was like, yeah, I'll get like 3 cans, and here we are. So
$30 later. Yeah.
It was very good though, so it's worth it.
Good. We got these at an Asian market.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, we were not buzzed. Yeah, okay, I guess we were a little bit when we went there, because we went to lunch first. And we were just like walking around and like buying stuff. And like this case of bottles, which we never get because like bottles suck, it was like $55. It was insane. It was a lot. And we were like, it was one of those like sticker shock things. Like when you get to the register, then you're like, well, it's too late now. Like, what am I going to do? Like she already put it down the thing.
Yeah.
But I just noticed that this says product of Italy on it.
What? Okay.
Nothing means anything anymore.
Maybe it's Asahi.
Asahi.
Good idea. That's so funny. That's like when people, with all this like tariff stuff, and people are like, oh, we're not drinking whatever American brand anymore. And I was like, it's all made in freaking like London, Ontario, and like Toronto. Like it's not made in the US at this point, but whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
Have your feelings.
It's all AB InBev in some way or another.
Exactly. Yeah. Molson Coors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I take it back. I like drinking out of a bottle. It makes me feel like 2005 again. Yeah.
I love bottled beer, and
I do too.
A lot of times I'll still pour it in a glass, but yeah, it is nice to just like hold it, and it's got some weight. And I'm not gonna drink out of a can though. I guess just because it's like this is probably dirty, and
we always like rinse off the top.
Yeah. So
cool.
Anyway, yeah, what's up? How are we doing with life?
I'm actually pretty good right now. I just did my third patch
Mm-hmm.
because, like, the ones that I'm using now are twice a week, so Tuesday and Friday. You put it on your like lower stomach,
Okay, why don't we
and
back up to like how we got here?
okay, right. Hi.
Yeah,
So
hi.
I did my MIDI consult a few weeks ago. My
Person.
I want to say doctor, but not doctor, practitioner.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. She's here in Michigan. She's like in Armada, which is like half an hour from here. So we had, some like landmarks in common. She said she's going to come to my work, which was really sweet. Um, and she first, there was no talk of having labs drawn, which
Okay.
they can order. And I did say, like, do I need to like get my levels, known? And she was like, you're 41, because it was before my birthday. You are feeling like this. This is not like how you always feel.
Right.
And, I'm comfortable saying like things are off for you. And what you're looking to like, what I was looking to get help with, because you check off like your symptoms or whatever. And
Was this
like,
like a like an online
yeah, like before you do it.
thingy questionnaire? Yeah, okay.
Um, and it's like of these like seven things, check off three or four or whatever. And yeah, I wanted to check all seven. Um, but so I put like brain fog and fatigue and libido.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So just like all of that stuff combined. She's like, I have an IUD, so she's like, you're getting progesterone all the time anyway.
Okay.
Testosterone is still like dicey to get like
Mm-hmm.
numbers right.
Right.
So she was like estrogen or estradiol, diol,
Estradiol. Yeah.
estradiol. I don't know how to say it for some reason. Are the
Well,
patches
we're
that
not
they sent
doctors,
me.
okay?
I don't. So that's the patches that she sent me, and my insurance covered this visit and these patches, which
Okay.
was really cool. I got a bill for the remainder of the visit that my insurance didn't cover, and it was like $12.
Oh wow.
I was
Cool.
shocked. Yeah, I didn't know that insurance was going to cover an online,
Yeah.
not a facility or whatever.
Yeah.
The first patch, I don't really know that I've felt like a huge difference. Definitely, I feel like I have more energy.
Okay.
I guess you're not really supposed to see much of a difference until like 3 or 4 weeks in, and now it has been a week and a half, my
Mm-hmm.
third one. So by the time I see them again, I'll have had five, like
Okay.
on my body. I definitely feel a little bit more like I have more energy, like my mood is better, like I'm
Okay.
less angry all the time and less sad, which is good. Um, about the brain fog, I can't really speak to it yet. I think it is helped by having more energy. When you're
Yeah.
tired, also,
Yeah.
your brain's just like, we're not doing this right now. Just gibberish comes out of your mouth. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Sometimes I don't know if it's yeah, like I don't know sometimes if it's like end of the day and it's been a long day and I'm like I can't like function at all right now or if it's the other thing or both. But yeah, like I'm sure if everything is like more in alignment then it helps.
they work against each other and it's really frustrating.
Yeah.
My cat wants to play fetch right now, so we're gonna do that. Um, she's a little stuffed avocado that she loves.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it, and they're little teeny tiny. Oh, I should say that. So you put it on, here, your lower stomach or whatever.
Right, right.
And I was doing it. I was in the bathroom, and I had a little spot cleaned, and it's like it's really tiny, and it
Okay.
has the two pieces of plastic, and you take one off and then the other. Okay.
Yep.
So I took one off and immediately dropped the whole thing. And so it landed on the floor, and I had not cleaned yet, so it had a bunch of cat fur on it. And even after I rubbed it off, because of course I would drop it, it's still stuck on my skin for the whole time with no
Okay.
problem. They're very sticky.
So you change it every couple of days because you do two a week. Is that what you do?
Yeah. So Tuesday and then Friday is the new one. Tuesday, Friday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is just like an estradiol patch.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like 0.025%.
Okay.
So very low. She said if I'm not feeling like it's doing enough or I'm getting enough, then they can always go up. This is what you start at.
Right. And then you have like a follow up like scheduled. Like they said, okay, like let's like reconvene and however. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I see her again next Wednesday. Because it took like over a week for the stuff to get sent to my house. I don't know why it was just getting they were sitting on it. I don't know why. Not Midi, the pharmacy, like the mail order
Right.
pharmacy that I use. I was like, I called them and I was like, hey, I see on my like online portal that this stuff is there, and they were like, yeah, you'll get it when we send it. I was like, okay,
Yeah. Wow.
bye. Yeah,
So then, okay, I have two questions. So do you see
yeah.
her in person or you just like talk on the phone or do like telehealth?
It's this. It's like a Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you get it filled by like whatever prefer oh my god, I don't know what word I was just going to say.
Whatever pharmacy I prefer.
Yes, or do they have like their own MIDI pharmacy?
No, I think they might have their own, but
Okay.
I have like the local CVS for like little
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
like if I need like antibiotic or something. But there's a mail order one that delivers my GLP, and like
Mhm.
I have like an online portal to like pay them and like
Yeah.
check on stuff, and they always tell me when something is shipped and they schedule the shipping with me.
Yeah. So you're
Like
there.
they just
Yeah.
delivered something to my porch. I saw them go by. And they're located in Rochester, so they're Michigan.
Yeah.
So that was what I went through.
So do you feel like I can't remember because like you said it's been like 3 weeks. You went with MIDI because your regular like primary care person like wasn't able to help or going to help, or you just couldn't schedule something in like decent amount of time, or like what made you go the MIDI route? I can't remember.
Kind of all of that stuff. I have a PCP, but I'm not seeing her until like the end of October. And I she's fine. She's great. And I like that office, but I just don't feel like I have a lot of time with her.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I have a lot of time with my GYN either. And
Yeah.
I don't see them until October anymore either. So it's like I can wait and maybe have like a 5-minute conversation with her,
Mm-hmm.
or I can do something about it now with this dedicated,
Mm-hmm.
knowledgeable service that's
Mm-hmm.
for this specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could you have like scheduled an appointment specifically like before your other two? Or like, I don't know, I haven't lived in the US in so long that like, could you just call and be like, I am dealing with X, Y, and Z. Like, can I make an
Oh,
appointment?
okay.
Or would you have to like have waited until October?
I don't know. Probably for the GYN, I'd have to wait until October unless it was like, I don't know, because they're like a specialty, right?
Yeah.
So,
And it's hard to know like who you would call. Like, do you call the regular doctor? Do you call the gynecologist? Because it's like, which one is better for this type of thing? Like,
right.
I don't.
I remember there was a brief commentary about that on the end of the documentary that we watched. And like none of them are wrong, right? Like,
They know a little bit based on what their specialty is.
yeah,
And they're not all like sort of working together. They're just kind of like, well, I can help you if it relates to your like feet or, your weight or whatever, but like no one does everything, I think. Yeah.
and I think if you have a good uh relationship with one, maybe you can get more time with them.
Right.
But yeah, I the GYN, you get like the one covered visit a
Hmm.
year.
Okay. Okay.
And I
Okay.
don't, if I had something going on like that had to do with that, I could probably call and be like, yeah, I think I need to be seen, but probably not just for fishing, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because it's not like I could call and get seen like immediately, but if I have something going on, I can call and be like, hey, I'd like an appointment, blah, blah, blah. Even if it's like related to this and I already had my pelvic exam like 8 months ago or whatever.
Right.
So I forget that, yeah, like if you like insurance, I'm sure a lot in the US is like, yeah, you get like one a year or like, no more. And
But I'm happy with it. I think it's going to be good. There's still more to, work out. So
mhm,
I'll keep everybody updated.
mhm,
But how, so you've done something similar in
yes.
Canada. So tell me about yours.
So my brief backstory is like, yeah, I don't know, this summer has just been a lot. And a lot of it is like you said, like the brain fog. And sometimes it's like, I forgot this word. And then other times I'm at work and I'm like, oh, I've really done fucked something up, you know? And I had called my I see a nurse practitioner normally. And so they had called me with results of an MRI I had for my sciatica.
Mhm.
And it's like, anytime you get on the phone with these people, you're like, oh my God, I have 10 questions. Hold on. And so
Yeah, hold on.
they're like, wait. So I said, I'm really struggling with this. Like, do you do blood tests? And she said, yeah, like we could do like a blood panel for hormone levels. And I
Hmm.
said, great. Like, once you do that, could you prescribe HRT? And she's like, let me put you on hold. And she came back and she was like, no, we won't do that. And there wasn't really a reason like why.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so then what do I do? And she said, well, in this instance, you can like self refer to another clinic. Like, since we won't do it, like, you can go somewhere else. I'm like, okay. So she gave me the name of a clinic in Windsor, and my friend had gone there and she loved
Yeah.
it. So I was
Okay.
like, totally on board. So I emailed them, and their response was, you would need to come for an initial exam, like to meet with whoever. We would do probably like a blood panel, and then for whatever their model is, you have to have like a monthly like membership fee to be like their client or their patient. So out of pocket for like the first year was going to be $1,700.
No.
And I was like, let me ask my husband. And I asked him, and he was like, well, if you need it, let's do it. But even I
Right.
was like, that is too much money. Sorry, no.
Right.
So I went online and I found one called Modern Menopause, which is like Midi, like same idea online and whatever. And it's like throughout Canada. And that one was cheaper, but it was still going to be like, I don't know, like $400 to $500 or something. And then every time you go to like do like a follow up, it's like you pay and whatever. And I was like, let me see what other options there are. So then I found Felix
Yeah.
online, and I think their initial like consultation fee was like $99, but because I was like
Okay.
a new patient, it was waived. So I signed up with them, whatever, same thing. I did the online questionnaire.
Yeah.
And I tried to do it once, and they ask you, yeah, these specific questions. And one of them was like, is your, like, about your period? Like, is it
Oh, yeah.
more often? Is it less frequent? Is it heavier? Is it lighter? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, it changes. And
It's all of that. Yeah.
yeah, and I think I had clicked one time that it was like a little bit heavier.
Okay.
Because at the beginning, for like the first couple days, it's kind of heavy, it's intense, and then it's like that's it. And the next like page was like, oh, we can't help you. Like, this could be like something serious that you need to have checked out.
What?
And I was like, it's not. I just know it's not. So I went and like started over, and then I just
Yeah.
did not put that it was heavy. Um, but yeah, I did all of that. That was on like a Thursday afternoon. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And then within like 45 minutes, she texted me And that's the other thing. The modern menopause, I think, was like a phone call or like a Zoom chat. And I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody like that. I just like I don't want to deal with anyone. So Felix just like texts you. It's like a web chat. And she texted me.
Oh,
She like had all these follow-up questions. And then the next day, Friday, she's like, okay, here's what I think we should do. And she is also a nurse practitioner. And she's like, here are my suggestions, here are my recommendations. And she had suggested, she said, you're still having a period and it's still coming like regularly. So you're still getting like those certain hormones, but you probably just
yeah.
need like a little bit of a boost. So
Yeah.
she said you probably need some more estrogen, like the estradiol.
Yeah.
And so she suggested a birth control pill. And I was like, I know where this is going to end up. So I was like, do you have any other options like a patch? Because I will not remember to take a pill every day. It's not going to happen. And so she came back and she was like, yeah, there's a patch. This is what it's called. Blah, blah, this is how it works. And I was like, yeah, I started that patch when I was like 22. Same prescription.
Same thing.
Same patch. And I did it for years. And I was like, great, that works. And so then by like Monday, she had the prescription ready and it was shipped out like a couple days later. They have like their own central pharmacy in Toronto that they ship from. And yeah, and then I got it and I only started it a week ago because I was having my period like when I got it. And so I waited till that was done. And then, yeah, so like I just put the second one on yesterday and she had told me give it like 3 months to see. And I obviously like it's too soon, but I think just the last week I've been like, I worked pretty much every day and they've been long days. And it's just like, it's hard to say that like I have any noticeable changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that I can just text. I like that. My one kind of beef was that you like use their pharmacy, right? So they're like, you need to pay obviously before we like ship it. And so they gave me a total and I was like, well, I'm going to pay for it because I need it, and it was like $112. And then when it came, I was asking my husband, I was at work. I said, can you tell me like how much is in there? Like, is this like 1 month?
Right. Does this suck? Yeah.
And he's like, no, there's 2 in there, like 2 boxes. So I was like, at least it's 2 months worth. That's $60 a month. But I think if I had just gotten it like prescribed through my primary care, it would have been like $30 a month. But because I'm using this other service and whatever, it's more expensive. But it's like, it was so easy. It's like, and I'm like, I could have been paying $1,700. So there's that.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The convenience sometimes outweighs the.
Yeah. And I didn't have to go to the pharmacy. No. Like it just came. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Well, good.
So basically I just started it. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. The woman I talked with was like really quick to respond.
That's nice.
She clarified a lot of stuff. Cause it's like, yeah, like you have this questionnaire online and it's like, yeah, what symptoms do you have? And I'm like, I don't remember, but here's like 10. And then I listed like some sort of medical issues that I have. And she was like, well, tell me more about that because that sounds serious. And then I explained it and she was like, oh, okay, that's not as serious as I thought, like that kind of thing. So yeah, it was nice. So like, I mean, as of right now, I can recommend it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Felix.
I
wonder why it's called Felix.
I don't know. I will say that the only reason I did one of these is because Midi is not available in Canada.
Right.
So that was a bummer. And then there are some like the modern menopause, and I'm guessing like Midi, they just focus on that. Felix does other stuff too. So they do like the weight loss drugs. They do some other things. I don't know, but it's not just perimenopause.
Yeah.
And it was funny. Yeah, she was like, oh, based on like what your questionnaire or whatever, it does sound like you could be like entering perimenopause. And I was like, I think I'm there. I don't think I'm just entering. Yeah, I was like, I think it's been a while. So whatever, just give me some drugs.
Something. Yeah. is it all like, is it like women focused or
Mm,
centric, or what do you think?
no, I think because of some of the other stuff they do, it's like it's everybody. There was another clinic, I think, in Windsor that was like women's health
Yeah.
that looked good. And that was the other thing. The one that was going to be really expensive, I went on their website and like they do those pellets that we talked about.
Oh, yeah, the ass pellets. Yeah.
Yeah, the butt pellets. And I was kind of like, I don't know. I still like find those to be somewhat questionable. So I was like, I don't like. I know it's just another option that they can give people, but I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to go to a clinic that like promotes that as like, hey, this is a really
No.
great thing to do. So that's why I
Yeah.
sort of pump the brakes on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like lately I just have not slept, and a lot of it is like work. I'm just working like these weird hours, and I'm working like
Yeah.
every day, and then it's hard when you have a partner with a different sleep routine
It
and
is hard.
schedule. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so and I don't like, we don't have like another bedroom per se. It's like I just kind of have to go sleep on the couch, and that's not ideal. And so I
Yeah.
just like I'm up like three different times at night
Hmm.
now, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., and then I have to get up like for the day. And it's like there's no like consistent sleep. There's no like quality sleep. So I'm dragging.
How long does it take you to fall back to sleep after you wake up in the middle of the night?
Usually like an hour plus.
Yeah. How long does it take you to fall asleep when you go to bed?
It depends, but like last night I was so tired. I worked like 10 hours and I got in bed at like 9:30. And like even just trying to read, like I was nodding off. So it took me like probably like less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But like once I'm up in the middle of the night, it's like
Yeah.
I'm awake and I have to try and like do something to like fall back asleep, and that it can take a while. So
Yeah. It takes me a long time to fall asleep, like at least an hour every night. And I could be the most tired person in the world. And
mhm,
like I'll get in bed and I'm so happy. And then I feel myself wake up and then
mhm,
I get like anxious
uh-huh,
and like uncomfortable and like almost jittery.
okay,
And my mind's racing and like
yeah,
crap like that. My legs are uncomfortable for some reason. My arms are sore for no reason. Like
mhm,
it is weird. Like that's a new one within the last probably year for me.
yeah,
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 I don't know what that's about. But when I wake up in the middle of the night, it doesn't take me long to fall asleep. Like maybe like 20 minutes. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It really depends, but for the most part, it's a while. And like you said, sometimes I wake up and then I don't know, I have like some stupid song in my head, and then it's like the song is just like going through my head, and then I'm thinking about like I don't know, did I mess something up at work today? And then what do I have to do at work tomorrow? And then like I
Now you're
just
up. Yeah. I do. Yeah. I feel like the anxiety is like the worst thing right now. Just like lying there after like a long day and being like, did you forget anything? Did you turn this off? Did you wipe
yep,
this down? Did you lock this? Are you sure you locked that? You should get up and drive over there and look.
yep.
And then you've convinced yourself at that point, and now there is no sleeping anymore.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot, like especially when I was like kind of the only one that was closing things up for the day. But I mean, I did that a few times in the last couple of weeks where I started to drive away from work, and then I like slammed on the brakes and I was like, did I do this? I don't remember. And then I'm texting people and like they're gone or they're busy. And so I'm like, well, I can't just leave. So then I turn around and drive back, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, I did it. I just forgot that I did it.
The thing about like doing something like the same thing all the time,
Uh-huh.
it's muscle memory. You did it, but you don't have a memory of doing it. And so if you can't remember doing it, and why would
Mhm.
you? Because you do it every single time.
Right,
Like turn the gas off at the end
right,
of the night, right? Like
right.
easy. Like I turn it off and then I cross it off on my list. So I
Yep.
know it's done. But I'll be halfway home going, did I turn? Like,
Yeah, because you're thinking, did I crossed it off, but am I remembering yesterday? Or am I
Did I cross it
remembering
off
today?
before I did it? Yeah.
Yeah, that too. And that's the thing. Like that's how I have to work. Like, because usually I'm the only one like working from this one list, so I know what everything means. But it's like if I've prepped something, like if I've weighed something out, I check it. Like I've got it prepped. When I actually add it and complete it, I like highlight it, you know.
Hmm.
But not everyone works that way. So then I'm like totally discombobulated if like
Yeah.
that wrench gets thrown in there, and then I end up with so many different sheets too. And sometimes my
Yeah.
boss will be like, "Do you remember?" And I'm like, "Girl, I cannot remember like what day it is." I
Who
like
you
the
are.
last few weeks, I'm like, I have no idea what day it is. Like the date,
Yeah.
day of the week, no idea. I just know that I go to work every day, and so like that's it.
Whenever anybody tells me like happy weekend or aren't you excited for the weekend, I'm like, no.
Is
What
it?
for
I don't.
what? I don't,
Yeah,
what does that even mean? It's the weekend? I have no idea.
yeah, and I'm going to be working, so yeah, sure, great.
Great. Good for me. Yeah. I get to deal with your stupid face. Yeah.
I know.
It's frustrating. And then like the second guessing and everything, it makes you, for me, I end up making more mistakes this way. And
Yep.
it's so hard to explain that to like my boss. Like I'm, it's not that I don't know what to do. I know what to do. I'm so no longer confident
Yep.
that I basically am a baby deer. Like I'm not safe here. I don't even know how to stand anymore. Like
Yeah.
I'm a danger at this point. I'm going to explode something for sure. Yeah. And it's not that I don't know. I'm not sure anymore.
Well, and it's like even if you check something like 1,000 times, your brain is still like, you should check it again because I don't think you actually, you know, especially if I'm blending like two different wines, like you can't unblend that, right? So I'll be like,
You
I'm going
can't.
from, you know, like I'm going from tank one to tank two, tank one to tank two, and then I'll hook up to tank one and I'll hook up to tank two, and then I'll be like, don't start yet, just check your sheet, and
Hmm.
I'll do that like 20 times, and then I find sometimes I did this on, I don't know what day it is, last Friday.
Yeah.
I have this all this stuff I have to transfer, and a few of them I can transfer from like the bottom port. There's
Okay.
no shit in there I'm gonna suck up, so bottom. And then all the other ones I was supposed to rack off like the crap, you know, like from the racking
Oh,
port.
yeah.
No, I did them all from the bottom. And I was talking to my boss, and she's like, "Did you do them all from the bottom?" And I just stood there and I was like, "Yeah, I sure did."
Sure did.
I I was like, I saw racking at the top, and then I just, you know, or like
Yeah.
bottom port, and I just bottom ported everybody, you know. And ultimately, it affects me because if I sucked up any of that crap and I have to filter next week, it's gonna
Yeah.
slow down and clog and whatever.
But at least you're still filtering. It's not like they're getting bottled from.
No, yeah,
There's
it's not.
always, yeah.
It's only making more work for me, and
Right.
I'm just like, well, okay, I guess that's a future Tammy problem because I
Yep.
can't undo it, you know. And but I just was like, I've been looking at this sheet for like 7 hours, and I still did
Yeah.
it wrong.
And I still did it wrong.
I still did
Yeah.
it wrong. Oh my god! I'm like, what?
Yeah. That's yeah, same. When I was doing my draft lines yesterday, I had what am I saying? The the last cycle of the cleaning that I was
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
was a particular sanitizer and then water and then beer. And so this sanitizer cycles for 3 minutes or sits for 3 minutes in this case, and then water and then beer. So I was trying to do them all at the same time, which means I'm looking at the tap wall going, okay, number one gets Sanny. No, sorry, three. Number three gets beer. Number two gets water.
yeah. I see. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I
Yeah,
already messed it up. I can't do it. But I was like, I had to say it out loud and then repeat it in my head as I walked into the cooler to switch everything out. And so I had like this like kind of like crazy face on the whole time because I was like talking to myself like, okay, one Sandy, three beer, two water, two water, two water. And I would go in there and switch them and go like three kegs all day and then come back out. And I was saying it over and over. And I got home and I was like, now I can stop. Like, I'm done now. This is good. They're all clean. You could prepare a chicken in those lines. Like, that's how clean they are.
At the end of the day, as long as you rinse out the cleaner, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
It's food safe too. It's not like it, and it doesn't taste like anything, but it did. I was fine. And then I tasted everything because that's part of it too.
Yep, yep.
Um, and they were fine. They were delicious. And it's like a reward for doing all of the work when you have to taste all the beers actually.
Yeah. And I haven't found a way to not screw up.
Yeah, no.
Because I write things down, and yesterday I had to write on my hand, like, this is the tank you're working on because it's downstairs and I'm upstairs.
Me too. Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, just in case, like we had to do all this like sugar addition yesterday, and I have one of our like seasonal workers helping, but then he had to take his lunch, and so I had to finish. I do one, and then I would like put the bag aside and then do another, and like every 3 bags I had to count how many I had done because I couldn't remember.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My boss asked me to clean a tank one day. Let's say it was FB13, and it had a lot of old hops in it. I think it was like a double IPA, whatever. So it takes a long time to empty. And before, and like I'm just blowing it off from the bottom port,
Yep.
and just like,
Yeah.
And it's taking so long, and there's so much coming out, and a lot of it is like beer that I keep closing it and stopping and looking up and being like 13. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. 13. 7 or 8 times because there was so much crud left in because it's hops.
Yeah.
That I was like, hey, you said 13, right? 13, okay. Like, just that, like, staring at it over and over, being like, are my eyes gonna focus and it'll resolve into number 11 at some point? Like, what have I done? No, it's fine.
I've done that too, where I think I went to the wrong tank, and I was like, getting ready to clean. And so I like opened the bottom, and it was like, oh, nope, that one still got stuff in it. So whoopsie.
You don't need that 5 ounces. It's fine.
It was fine. Yeah, I do the same thing. Like this one, this one, this one. Okay, this one. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I had a day last week where I came home and I was sitting on the couch, and it was Thursday because my husband goes and has like beers with his friends, and so he's always kind of tipsy, and so he's chatty.
Collective. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was talking, and I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, listen, I love you, but I was like, I'm so tired right now, and you're just talking a lot. Can you just not say anything for like an hour? And he was like, I'm like, no, I cannot mentally listen and process what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can ignore you, but I know at some point there's going to be like a question that I need to answer, but I was like, please just stop talking. And then at some point I went to take the dog out, and I'm like, okay, like, let's go. She's just standing there staring at me, and I'm like, let's go. And then I realized like, oh, I never even put her leash on.
Oh.
And she's just like, Mom, you're forgetting something. And I'm like,
you wish they could tell you, but yeah. You're like, hey.
And she's so good. She just stares at me like, this isn't right. Something's missing. And I'm like, oh man, I need to not leave the house again.
It's so frustrating. How do you like explain? You can't even explain, like, I can't get the words to talk to my boss, like, who is a man who is confident in his work and good at it. Like, I know what you're telling me to do. I can do it. Obviously, I know I can do it, but it's not sticking long enough for me to remember what you said. I don't want to ask you 87 times. You don't want me to do that. Like, we all have shit to do. You're busy. I understand. I'm not stupid. It's not that I can't make this happen. I can't function right now because there's something missing in my brain.
Yeah. There's a
All the
short.
schooling I could possibly have isn't gonna help this. I can take all the classes and write all the notes. It's not me. It's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me. It's not my fault. I want to say it's not my fault, but
Yeah.
coming out of me. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
then it comes across as like defensive, you know,
I
and
know.
I had a couple situations like that in the last week, and I text you, and I would get asked like, well, why didn't you do this? And I was like, honestly, I forgot.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I was doing,
I'd
yeah.
love to give you a better answer. Yeah.
And so now, the whatever I had to do yesterday, it was like on the sheet, this paragraph of like, do this. So it's like, because I forgot to do it the last 3 times for literally no other reason than I just, like, it didn't occur to me to do it. And it helped. And it helped me because I'm going through the sheet and I'm like highlighting, yep, I did this now. So there we go.
Just give me a list. Just write it down. I just want to know. I love a list. I make a list every night when I close behind
Yeah.
the bar, not because I don't know what to do, but because I like to know that I did it, and that's the way I know.
Mm-hmm.
And if it will help me not second guess, if it will keep me from driving back home
Yeah.
when I'm almost home, or driving back when I'm almost home,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Like, I know it's stupid to cross off gas, to cross off
No.
closed sign, you know, like
Yeah.
whatever it takes. I don't know why that's so weird to people. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to do that for me, but then I've been in the situation many times where my boss can't remember either. And so she's like, do you remember blah, blah, blah? You marked down that you did it. And I'm like, well, then I did it. I'm not going to check it off or highlight it if I didn't do it.
No. Also that, yeah.
I don't remember doing it 2 months ago, but I said I did it. So I did it, you know? And
Yeah.
so like that's like a nice check to refer to. You're like, I wrote it down and I checked it off. Like I did it, you know? So if
I did
something
it.
happens, you could be like, oh, I don't think that was me, but
If I crossed it off, then I did it.
then it happened. Exactly.
Or if you tell me, then I guess we'll cross that off together. Yeah. Frustrating. I love a list though.
I love a list. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like go, go, go recently. And I kind of just want, would you had like a nice little time off for your birthday?
I did. I had 6 days off for my birthday. It was sort of accidental. I wanted Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. My birthday was on Friday,
Yeah.
and I mistakenly asked for Tuesday because I forgot I got the dates mixed up. So I got Tuesday off. And then I was supposed to work last Wednesday, but my coworker asked me to switch, so then I had Wednesday off too,
Yeah.
which was very cool. So I got to go see one of my favorite bands from like middle school. That was very fun. Um, and they were done by like 10:15 at night. That was nice.
Yeah.
Um,
They know their audience.
yeah, it was cool. I got to like on my birthday, like me and Chris went to like a bunch of cool little places in Detroit. And Saturday we were gonna go back down to Detroit and do all this other stuff, but it was like raining out, so we just like stayed home and ate chicken and watched Ted Lasso. Um, went to see my family on Sunday. On Monday, I took myself to the beach and got very, very sunburned. So mad at myself. Like, I am 42. How did I let this happen?
Because you forgot.
Huh?
I
Because
said,
I
because you
forgot?
forgot.
No, I put all the stuff on and I reapplied it, but not very well, which you can tell in the spots where it's peeling now. But I was lulled into a false sense of security because it was kind of chilly, windy at the beach. It was zero clouds, but it was just enough that I wasn't like sweating. So I forgot
Right.
how hot I was. So when I got home that night and all these like weird livid red patches on my body and mostly on my back and the backs of my legs, I was like, oh no, like this is gonna come back. There's like a perfect like triangles on my boobs, like, oh, stupid. But yeah, it was good. It was nice to have all the time off and not think about work.
My cousin had a birthday probably right around your birthday. This is my cousin in Switzerland. And I guess she told my mom that she took herself to Zurich for the day and like went antiquing and got herself lunch by herself, like no husband, no kids. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to just go and stay somewhere and not have to think about anyone but myself for like a day or
Yeah,
two.
it's not bad.
I don't know if that'll happen in the near future, but
Mm.
I think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it fondly.
A few years ago, I was writing for Better on Draft, and
Oh, cool.
the podcast, and
Yeah.
I did a product review for a uh, bottle opener that you put on your wall called Capski, and they sent me one to review, and I stuck it because it like adheres to your wall, and I stuck it on the side of our cabinets, and it's still there, and it works really well. And yeah, for like the 5 bottles a year that I drink, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
yeah,
I know I have so many bottle openers that it's like the rare time that I open a bottle, I'm like, oh, which one am I going to use this time?
yeah.
But like, you know,
I have a lot. I can never find one, so that's why the Capski mounted one is really nice to have.
I have two thoughts because you mentioned Better on Draft, but I opened this beer just now. So this is the tropical or something IPA from Side Launch, north of Toronto. They were like pretty. It was pretty dicey for a while. Their beer was not drinkable. But this one's actually really good. So I'm willing to give them another try. Yeah, I love it. And I'm guessing it's called Shore Crush because they're using Krush hops.
Oh, it's with a K. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I used to know that it was like HBC 1019 or something. I don't I remember I liked it. But
Yeah.
anyway, my segue is tropical and then Better on Draft and talking about let's have like a little, getaway.
Yes.
Wendy from Better on Draft, she does all these cruises, right? And I was like, oh my God, it would be so amazing to do like a Better on Draft and perimenopause cruise.
Yes. You could do that.
But you said a while back that you don't like cruises.
Oh, yeah. I get really terrible water sick, seasick.
Motion sickness?
Yeah, it's motion sickness. I would not be any fun on this cruise.
Okay. I just thought like that would be so fun. Get like a bunch of perimenopausal beer fans together
Oh my God.
and we're away from men
Yeah.
and we just hang out and drink. Like, I would love to do that. So
I feel like this could be accomplished by renting a beach house also.
that's true too.
Like a Lake Michigan situation would be pretty cool.
Maybe we could do more than one. Like, we could do a stationary land
Yeah.
excursion and then a boat excursion.
I will just double up on the Dramamine. I'll do it.
I think, well, have you ever been on a cruise?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I can understand what you're saying, but I mean, and I grew up on boats, like my grandpa had a boat and whatever,
Oh,
but I think with a cruise ship, like they're so big that it's like you can't necessarily tell that you're moving. I only notice it when I'm sleeping, and that's actually kind of nice because you're like, oh, I'm
oh no.
sleeping. Unless you're drunk, then it's,
I get vertigo also.
Okay.
I don't know that they've ever combined. I might die. Like if that happens,
You might just fall over.
I would just die. Yeah. And I always like everybody that says like, "Oh, you can't feel it on a cruise ship. They're so big." I'm like, that is what a non-motion sick person would say. Because also you kind of like expect to feel it, and so then you feel it. You know, you manifest this rocking, and
Yeah.
I always thought I could probably do like a river cruise because something
Yeah.
about river waters don't work it up like open water does. I don't know.
Right, right, right. Well, they don't have like constant wave motion.
Yeah, that's what probably, yeah, currents and stuff. Yeah.
Well, those are way more expensive, but I would love to do it
Are
too.
they?
Oh yeah. Usually because the river cruises are like everything is included. There's less people, but it's like all of your fancy food, your drinks, your excursions, like that's all included. Whereas like
Yeah.
most other large cruises, it's like you're paying extra for certain things. But I mean, yeah, I would do one of those too. I just thought like we need to get in touch with Wendy and like get something planned because I think that would
Yeah.
be fun.
I think that'd be fun. Wendy, help us figure this out if you hear this.
Wendy.
Wendy, get off the boat and help us get on the boat.
I know she's probably on a cruise right now.
I know. She's very
She's
busy.
always somewhere. She's
Yeah.
like here, and then then I'm on a cruise, and then I'm back for like 2 days, and then I'm going to this conference. I'm like, oh, okay.
With her fun hair.
I know her hair is amazing. And if you don't know what we're talking about Better on Draft. It is a podcast that is also available on YouTube, and they talk mostly about Michigan beer, but then they interview people from all over. So they interviewed a Texas brewer or something last time, and yeah.
Yeah. We did a whole bunch with Boulevard one year. That was really cool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Boulevard's good. Really good. Yeah. I remember so it was like 2020 when I got in with them because I was interviewed, or GPO was interviewed right before COVID hit. It was like the end of February 2020. And in like May or something, they were like, hey, we need a writer. Do you want like review beers? If you do, send us a review sample. And Ferndale Project was like brand new. They had opened up like 2 weeks before COVID happened. So I was getting beer delivered to the door from Ferndale Project like once a week. Like they didn't even need to know my address anymore. They just like
Yeah.
they would like write a little note like, "Hey Danielle," and then they would like drop it off. I didn't have to like show my ID or anything. They were like,
Yeah.
"It's her."
Yeah.
Um, so I reviewed one of their beers that they no longer make. It was like a passion fruit sour or something like that,
Ooh.
or pomegranate sour. Oh, it was so good. I can't even stand it. And then they hired me to review, but it was fun for a while getting back to writing. I don't do that anymore. So,
Well, if you're interested, that kind of segues into a message I got like a few weeks ago. It's probably way more than a few weeks ago, but I've lost track of time. And there is a magazine. Is it called Final Gravity? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a beer like industry magazine, and it comes out quarterly or something. I'm not sure. And the gentleman that does the magazine, I think he's got a partner, but he messaged me and he said it came about because I was bitching about AI somewhere because I hate AI, and he messaged me. He was like, "Hey, I appreciate your response," and
Yeah.
and then he said, "Oh, I saw you do this podcast, and a woman did an article for us like last year about perimenopause." And he's like, I want to send you a copy. So I have not followed up with an address for him to send it to because I got busy. But he's only in Ohio. So I'm going to have him send it to you. But basically, it's like I said, could you send us a couple copies and then maybe we could give one away?
Yeah.
And then along with that, they're always looking for people to submit articles. So I might figure out something to write because I think that would be fun.
Awesome. And I endorse Asahi beer, a product of Italy.
Asahi. That's what we're going to call it now. Asahi.
I like how you do it. Asahi.
Well, we rambled a lot.
We have rambled a lot.
I feel like most this like chat has been about our Perry moments for the last however long, so we could probably skip that.
There's been a few, so yeah.
Do you have a recommendation for book, show, song, etc.?
No.
That's okay.
I have watched a few things recently, but they're mostly like murder mysteries, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing Perry really. How about you?
I have one.
Yeah.
Did I talk about this already? I don't think so. Ride or Die.
Oh.
I might have told you about it.
Tell me about this show.
Okay, because I don't think I'd seen it before our last episode. Okay, so it's a show on Amazon Prime, and it's Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso and Octavia Spencer.
Yeah.
And they're best friends. And we find out, Octavia Spencer finds out that Hannah Waddingham is an assassin. And so it's like the whole episode, the whole series is about, they're like action adventures like throughout Europe, and I can't even remember what like the whole point, like what they're trying to do. Oh, someone's trying to kill Hannah,
Okay.
whose name in the show I can't remember right now. Anyway, but they're like supposed to be in their early 50s, and it's just about like
I like
feeling
that.
a certain way at that age, and like your
Yeah.
friends, and like your relationship with your Octavia Spencer is married, her relationship with her husband. And at one point in the first episode, they try to, the assassin company or whatever it's called, they try to,
That's a good.
I don't know, what do you call that? I don't know what it's called. Her job. They try to like force her out, and because they're like, well, they call her a wacka, and she's like, well, what is that? And they said, a woman of a certain age, like you're too old to be like existing in society anymore, you know? So they're like, maybe you should think about like doing something else with your life, you know? So anyway, I felt like
Yeah, I like
I
that.
identified with that. But anyway, it's funny, and it's like they're in all over Europe, so like that's kind of like fun to see.
Oh, that's cool.
Um,
Like the scenery is nice. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like 8 episodes or something, so it's not very long. And I think that's it. I thought there was maybe a book, but I don't think so. So
That's cool.
yeah.
I have heard a lot of good things about that show, and I like both of them. They're very good comedic
Mhm.
delivery for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I will check that out. I keep forgetting about Amazon. All I've been doing, like all I watch is the movie Project Hail Mary
Okay.
12 times.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you should.
Well, here's what happened recently in our household. Our whatever, I don't know. I'm not an IT person. Whatever connects like our Fire Stick to our TV, whatever, it stopped working, right? So like
Okay.
we can't we can't use anything. Like there's no streaming, there's no YouTube, there's no nothing. Like
Fine.
nothing works. And so the last week we've been watching just DVDs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I know my husband's like, we should have been doing this anyway, because we pay for the streaming and it doesn't work and they're just taking our money. He's like, DVDs are like, we own them, and like he's getting all like amped up. And they're all his DVDs, right? So the last like week we've been watching Blade and X-Men and Face Off.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember and so like that's what we've been doing. That's it. And then if I don't like we don't want to watch anything, then there's nothing. Then I'm just reading. So
It's like camping.
I know we're like analog 1997.
Ooh, excellent.
And I will say in 30 years, I had never seen Face Off. Have you seen Face Off?
I've never seen Face Off.
John Travolta and
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage.
right.
I could have gone another 30. It's bad. So bad.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I would hear, honestly. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah. So many loopholes with that movie. But anyway, now.
Really? The one about taking your face, making your face into somebody else's face, and then vice versa has plot holes?
I know, right?
Weird.
Like,
Weird. They don't even have similar body character. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
yeah,
Already.
they try to like, and then I guess the thing at the end that like convinced the wife that this was her husband and not the bad guy was that he had a different blood type. And it's like, how did you do this surgical procedure and swap faces and whatever if they had different blood types? And like,
What about the rest of his body? They
it's the
didn't
whole
do
thing.
it?
You know what? You
What
know
about his
what?
voice? Okay.
That question is answered, so you should just watch it.
I'm not gonna do that. You should watch Hail Mary.
I
Really
know,
know.
but I have to. I can't. Like, I could probably
Right.
watch it
Yeah, that's right.
on my tablet, actually. So yeah, I could do that.
Well, you guys, when you figure it out, let me know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I would lose my mind. Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of nice. It's like, oh, the TV doesn't work. So then I read or like I do my games. And like, honestly, I should read more. I have like 3 books that are like in progress. And if I'm watching something on the TV, then I'm playing a game because I want to be able to do something I don't have to think about while I watch TV. But if the TV's not on, well, then I can read. So now I'm doing more of that. So it's,
For sure. For sure. Yeah, that is nice.
wow. So that was a lot.
It's a lot.
That was a lot.
Covered a lot of ground.
Covered a lot of ground. That's what happens when we drink 2 beers
In the middle of the day.
in the middle of the day. What were mine at? 6.2.
Respectable.
5.4. That's not bad.
No.
That averages out to like 5.5 or something. So
Yeah. So it works. All right. Well, until next time.
until next time, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us on our journeys.
Tell us if you have started HRT or anything, if it worked for you, if you've tried Midi or Felix.
Yes.
I apparently have like a coupon code I can share for Felix if anyone is interested. I'm not 100% sure what that gets you.
That's cool.
But I have one. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody wants to try it, let us know.
Yeah. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay.
Yeah.
Until next time.
All right.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That's it for this episode. We so appreciate you for joining us. And as always, please share our show with anyone who might find it helpful. You can find us on YouTube or anywhere you get your podcasts at perimenopause. Email us at perimenopause@gmail.com with questions or comments.
And remember, if you're going through hell, grab a beer for the road.